Hey everybody, NoMind here. Welcome to my very first build guide on this channel. I'm very excited to do this. This is my first time producing this kind of content. I usually don't like doing build guides at all because it's just so intimidating for me. I'm not the most well-versed with path of building, but hey, you know what? This is going to be a learning experience. We're going to learn together. We're going to flame each other in the comments, and yeah, it's going to be a good time. All right, guys, so with this build, endgame-wise, BV Poison Pathfinder here, we're looking at almost about 12 million DPS. My daggers are pretty, high-end, but this is very achievable, if you have some crafting knowledge and get a little lucky. But keep in mind, guys, this is a crafting league, and we do not know any of the new modifiers and how easy it is to achieve like the higher ticket items. In the trailer, they showed us a lot of graves. You can put bodies in each one of the graves, and each one of those bodies modifies like your crafting outcome in some way. So maybe it's going to be an insane crafting league. We just don't know. This is kind of just what I'm planning right now, about 12 million. You can definitely double this very easily. We are not really including any timeless jewels or anything like that, or any impossible escapes to really min-max this build. But again, I'm just trying to get started and get my foot off the ground within the first week of the league. And then once we really optimize this build for the end game, I'll definitely release another video. So just make sure you comment, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. So let's talk about how you get here. First, for the leveling setup, I'm just going to be leveling Poison's Concoction, guys. That's probably the easiest way to kind of go about this. I do have a leveling tree and everything like that here. Let me just show you real quick. For leveling, I'm just going to be doing Caustic Arrow until level 12. Caustic Arrow linked with Pierce and Mirage Archer, and plus, another, you can use Burning Arrow, or I like to use Puncture. This will easily get you through Brutus and all that good stuff. And right before you fight Merveil, you have access to Poisonous Concoction, which you switch to immediately. You link it with, chance to poison, and then maybe like lesser multiple projectiles or volley, whatever you want. And then once you get into Act 2, you get Herald of Agony and summon Skirobots for your auras, and then all your tree. Just make sure you go for the poison nodes here to have chance to poison on hits and everything like that. And then for your poison masteries, you want to get poisoned enemies deal 300% increased damage if you inflict them with poison for the first time. And then another cool thing is poisons you inflict deal 20% damage. That's another mastery to get. And then you're pretty much set. And then for Poisonous Concoction specifically, you want to get some of these flask nodes here that help you with sustaining your flask, because each projectile you throw from Poisonous Concoction, drains like a life flask, if possible, to do extra damage. If you don't have any charges in your life flask, well, then you're kind of in trouble if you take a big hit and you can't really, you can't like recover that life back. And so that's why I'm kind of prioritizing these life nodes here. This is all the way up to level 68. You can easily hit this in Blood Aqueducts very easily. The last node we pick up is Eldritch Battery to prepare for our mana sustainment problems that are going to be coming up. And then, yeah, let's talk about kind of early mapping. So let me just go to the early mapping tree here. And then let me switch my skill set here to early mapping, and then the items to early mapping. This is just like basically stepping foot into maps. I plan to have my, Obliteration wand pretty early in maps, and then I plan to have a Dendrobate pretty early too. It might even just be like a 5-link, not a 6-link yet. So let's just kind of look at the damage here. We're looking at about, a little bit more of a 500,000 damage. This is just stepping into maps, no clusters or anything like that, guys. And this is only level 69, so we have definitely a lot of room to grow. And again, we don't know what the crafting is like, so we might be able to craft some pretty insane gear at this point at like level 70 that we didn't have access to any other league. So we're gonna just have to keep an eye out for that, and I'll definitely be releasing videos on the league mechanic and everything. So just make sure you like and subscribe and all that good stuff for the YouTube algorithm, so you can stay updated about that. So I like to use Obliteration, just Explodey. It's like a really nice thing. And for Dendrobate also, make sure to take advantage of the increased damage with poison, you have to have at least 300 dexterity and at least 150 intelligence. Once I enter maps and I kind of get this sorted out, I like to work towards my end game here. So let me just go to the end game tree here and just switch everything to end game. And then this is where we have almost a 12 million DPS. Again, you can see my dexterity is over 300. My intelligence is 149. You want it ideally at 150. You can easily get this anywhere on any of the cluster jewels. If you see like the large cluster jewels, I don't have any like stats. I just have like the 2 notable passives. So you can easily top off your intelligence like that. I should have done that here, but I'm too lazy to do that. So we're just going to run with it. And then for our daggers, these are very high-end daggers. Each of these is giving +2 levels to our Blade Vortex. Any Blade Vortex skill point increases the damage by a lot because it is a spell, and that's just how spells work. If you can see here, if I keep raising this number, you can see like the full DPS at the end going here. So you want to get a level 21 Blade Vortex as soon as possible. as well as items like these. We are using Asenet's Dental Touch here, you know, for just like the built-in explode. And then we're using a Ming's Heart. And for Ming's Heart, you want to eventually hold quality in and everything like that. And yeah, and that should be basically the build, guys. This is just like a blueprint to kind of follow. I'm going to be following this for Leaguestarter and everything like that. And you know, so and then I'm going to be seeing like, you know, what kind of crafts are available using the League mechanic and see how far we can actually push this build. And yeah, again, guys, thank you so much for watching and have a wonderful day and good luck on your League start. Peace out.